Hello friends, welcome to IIC. Today our discussion is about SBI PO Prelims Grand Test number 32. Grand Test number 32. Question number 31. A bag contains X green balls. A bag contains X green balls, 7 blue balls and 8 red balls. So total we have 15 plus X balls. We have 15 plus X balls. When two balls are drawn from bag randomly, then probability of one ball being green and one ball being red is 4 by 15. So we are drawing two balls. Okay. So favorable outcomes is XC1. That means X into the other ball has to be red. So 8 divided by 15 plus x c2. C2 means the 2 factor will go to the numerator. So this is into 2 divided by 15 plus x into 14 plus x. This is already given to us 4 by 15. 4 by 15. So 4 ones and 4 twos. 4 ones and 4 twos. So if I'll multiply 15 into 4, 60x. 60x will be equals to, on multiplying these two, what do we get? 210 plus 29x plus x square. On resolving, what do we get? X square minus 31x plus 210 equals to 0. 60x goes to the other side, becomes minus 31x. Now I have to break this. If I break this, what do I get? 210, how will I get from 31? 21 into 10 is 210. So minus and plus means both the roots are positive. Both the roots are positive. That means value of x can be 21 and 10, but clearly it is saying number of green balls, that is x, number of green balls cannot be more than 18. That means 21 is not possible. That means 10 is our answer. That means option C is the correct answer. Option C is our correct answer. Next, question number 32. Question number 32. Breadth of a rectangle. Let me zoom this. Breadth of a rectangle is 12 meters. Breadth of a rectangle is 12 meters. Ratio of area of rectangular park to perimeter of rectangular park is 42 is to 11. Area of rectangular park is length into breadth. That means breadth is 12. So 12L divided by 2 into L plus B. L plus 12. This is equals to 42 by 11. So 2 ones and 2 6. 6 ones and 6 sevens. So what we have here? 11 into L. 11L is equals to 7L plus 12 into 7. 12 into 7 is 84. So if I'll take this to the other side, we'll have 4L is equals to 84. That means length of the rectangle is 21. Length of the rectangle is 21. Now radius of circular park is equals to length of rectangular park. That means this also is equals to radius. What is this question asking? The cost of fencing circular park is 20 rupees per meter. Find out the total cost of fencing circular park. So first I have to find out the perimeter of circular park. Perimeter of circular park is 2 pi r. R is 7 means 2 pi r is 44. R is 21 means 3 times. 3 times means 44 into 3. 44 into 3 is 132 meters. The perimeter or circumference of the circular park is 132 meters. Each meter's cost of fencing is 20 meters, 20 rupees per meter. 132 meters means into 20. Into 20 will be how much? 132 into 20 is going to be 2640. 2640 is option D. Option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 33. Question number 33. A, B and C entered into a partnership business with capitals in the ratio 5 is to 8 is to 12. After 8 months, C withdraws his capital, while after 10 months, B increases investment by 25%. If at the end of the year, difference between profit share of A and B is 17,000. So first of all, we will find out the equivalent capitals ratio, that is 5 into 12. A invested for 12 months. What about B? B invested for first 10 months, 8 into 10. Next increased his invested by 25%, means 10 into 2. And last is C. C invested 12 for 8 months only. So what is this? This is 60 is to 100 is to 96. Now what is this question saying? Difference of share of A and B, that is 40 parts, is given as 17,000. What is asked to calculate? 96 parts is how much? 96 parts is how much? So we'll calculate. I'll start cancelling out. 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. 4 parts is 17,000. 96 parts means 4 into 24. So 1700 into 24. 17 into 24. How much is 17 into 24? 17 into 20 is 340 plus 68. So this is 40800. 40800 means our correct option will be option A. Option A is the right answer. Next question. The ratio of Rani's and Komal's age is 3 is to 5. Ratio of Rani and Komal is 3 is to 5. Next, ratio of Komal and Pooja is 2 is to 3. 2 is to 3. So I can find out Rani to Komal to Pooja. This will be 6 is to 10 is to 15. Next, if Rani is 2/5 of Pooja's age. Rani is 2/5 of Pooja's age. If I observe Rani to Pooja here, what I'm getting? Rani to Pooja 6 is to 15. No? 6 is to 15 means again 2 is to 5. So that information itself is given. Rani is 2/5 of Pooja's age. What is Rani's age? What is Rani's age means there is nothing given here that can determine what is the value of these ratios. That means answer will be cannot be determined. Answer will be cannot be determined. Next question number 35. A vessel contains a mixture of petrol and kerosene oil in the ratio 4 is to 3. Vessel contains petrol and kerosene in the ratio 4 is to 3. So petrol and kerosene in the ratio 4 is to 3. When 105 liters of the mixture is taken out from the vessel and completely replaced with kerosene oil, then the ratio of petrol to kerosene is reversed. That means it becomes 3 is to 4. 3 is to 4. So in decrease of one part, and this is increase of one part, decrease of one part and increase of one part. So if you'll observe, first is how much? 7 parts. 7 parts removed is how much? 105 liters. 7 part removed is 105 liters. That means one part, 7 parts is 105 liters, means one part is how much? One part will be 15 liters. Now one part is 15 liters means petrol removed is how much? Petrol removed is 4 parts. 4 parts means this one part is how much? 60 liters. Now kerosene removed is how much? 3 parts. 3 parts means how much? Again 3 parts means 45 liters. 45 is removed. But again 105 liters kerosene is added. So 105 liters. So overall one part increased because of addition of 60 liters. One part decreased because of removal of 60 liters. One part increased because of this 60 liters. So one part is 60 liters means initially how many parts were there? Initially 7 parts are there. 7 parts means 7 into 60. 7 into 60 means 420. 420 means option C is our correct answer. Option C is our correct answer. Next question. Question number 36. Question number 36. Two cyclists start on a circular track from a given point but in opposite direction with a speed of 7 meters per second and 8 meters per second. If the circumference of the circle is 300 meters, after what time they will meet at the starting point? Now, when they will meet at the starting point means we have to nothing to do with the direction. Direction plays no role. When they'll meet at the starting point means LCM of your times. Times means 300 meters is the distance divided by 7 meter per second, comma 300 meter is the distance, comma 8 meters per second. LCM of fractions means LCM of numerator divided by HCF of denominator. LCM of numerator is 300 meters divided by HCF of denominator 7 and 8. HCF is 1 meter per second. So this comes out to be 300 seconds. 300 seconds means our correct answer will be option C. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 37. Question number 37. We have 4 persons here, A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. A, B, C and D. So, first of all, what is the information given to us? B alone can complete the work in 36 days. B alone can complete the work in 36 days, while D alone can complete the work in 25 days. D alone can complete the work in 25 days. C is 50% more efficient than B. C is 50% more efficient than B means if C is 3, B will be 2. C is 50% more efficient than B means efficiency ratio is 3 is to 2. That means time ratio will be 2 is to 3. If B is 3 parts, C will be 2 parts. 2 parts means how much? 24 days. 24 days. A is 20% less efficient than C. A is 20% less efficient than C. If A is 20% less efficient than C, that means if C is doing 5 parts, A is doing 4 parts. If C is doing 5 parts, A is doing 4 parts. If A is doing 4 parts, the work done time or time taken ratio will be 5 is to 4. 5 is to 4. That means 4 parts is 24, 5 parts will be 30. 30 days. Now once this is done, I have to take the LCM. LCM means I'll take 1800 parts. LCM means I'll take 1800 parts. This is my total work. That means A in one day will do how much? 60 parts. B in one day will do how much? 50 parts. C in one day will do how much? 24 means this is 75 parts. And D in one day will do how much? 25. 25 means this comes out to be around 72 parts. Now, if all four starts working together, in the bracket it is given B and C are working with 56% and 20% more efficiency. 56% more efficiency means it will make 28 parts more. Next, C is working with 20% more efficiency. 20%, 10% is 7.5, 20 means 15. So B is actually making 78 parts and C is actually making 90 parts. Now, in how many days the total work will be completed? So, if this is the story, how many days it will take? 72 plus 78, 150, 60 plus 90, 150. Totally, they are making 300 parts in one day. In how many days work will be completed? 300 parts in one day, 1800 in how many days? 1800 divided by 300. How much is this? 6 days. 6 days means correct option is option D. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 38. Question number 38. Time taken by boat to cover d kilometers in upstream. Time taken by boat to cover d kilometers in upstream is 4 hours. More than the time taken by the same boat to cover d kilometers in downstream. What else is given? Speed of boat in still water, that is V, by speed of boat in stream, that is U, is 250%. 250% means 5 by 2. 5 by 2. If the same boat covers 162 kilometers in upstream in 9 hours. So upstream speed, can you say how much it is? Upstream speed, that is V minus U, is equals to 162 by 9. 162 by 9 means how much is this 162 by 9? This is 18 kilometer per hour. 18 kilometer per hour. V is 5 parts, U is 2 parts. So 3 parts is 18 kilometer per hour. That means one part will be 6 kilometer per hour. If one part is 6 kilometer per hour, V will be how much? 30 kilometer per hour. U will be 12 kilometer per hour. U will be 12 kilometer per hour. Now, find the value of D. The time taken by boat to cover D kilometers in upstream. That means D divided by upstream speed is 18 minus D divided by downstream speed will be how much? 42 is equals to 4. So what do we get here? D is equals to 4 into 18 into 42 divided by this 42 goes to the numerator, 18 goes to the denominator, numerator. 42 minus 18 is 42 minus 18 is 24. 42 minus 18 is 24. So this is 4 ones, 4 6, 6 ones, 6 threes, 3 into 42. 3 into 42. How much is this? This is 126 kilometers. This is 126 kilometers. So our correct option will be none of the above. Our correct option will be none of the above. Option E. Next question. Question number 39. Question number 39. A salesman purchased 50 laptops from a manufacturer at 36,000 each. If salesman marked each laptop 150% above the cost price and started a scheme on purchase of every laptop, he will give accessories worth 25,000 free and 30% discount. That means if I have some article of 100 rupees, market price will be how much? 150 plus 100, that is 250 rupees. Now again giving a discount of 30%. Giving a discount of 30% means 175 rupees. That means 100 rupees article sold at 175. That means how much is the profit? 75% is the profit. Now 75% profit on 36,000. 75% of 36,000. How much is 75% of 36,000? 3/4. 3/4 means 27,000. 27,000 is the profit on each laptop, but he is giving free accessories of 25,000. He is giving free accessories of 25,000. That means his actual profit on one laptop is how much? From this 27, I'll remove 25. How much it is? 2000 on each laptop. But he is asking on all the laptops. All the laptops means into 50. 50 into 200. 100 means option D is our right answer. Option D is our correct answer. Next question. Question number 40. Question number 40. Now, what is this question saying? Ayush invested rupees P at R percentage per annum. Compound interest received in second year and compound interest received in third year. This is 3450 and 3967.5. 3967.5. Now, if I want to find out the rate of interest, how will I calculate the rate of interest? This difference that we are getting, that interest is on the second year. So the difference is how much? 400, sorry, 517.5 divided by 3450 into 100 percentage. 10 gets cancelled. So 5175 divided by 345. 5175 divided by 345. This will be how much? 15 percentage. This comes out to be 15 percentage. So 15 percentage if the rate of interest is there in 2 years. 2 years how much I'll get? 1 year I'll get 15 percentage. 2 years how much I'll get? 32.25 percentage. 15 plus 15 plus 15 into 15. Okay. The successive percentages formula if I'll apply, or you take 100 and calculate for 2 years, you'll get 32.25 percentage as our compound interest. But question is giving us only for second year. Only for second year. Now second year means from 2 years I should remove first year. From 2 years I should remove first year. That means 32.25 minus 15. How much is this? This is 17.25 percentage. 17.25 percentage will be for second year. That is given to us 3450. 17.25. If I'll double, how much I'll get? 34.50. So this is just double. So 100 percentage will be how much? 100 percentage will be 20,000. 100 percentage will be 20,000. Option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Question number 41 to 45. Simplification. In this simplification, what is this? 1620 divided by 45 plus 8836 divided by 47 square. 47 square is 2209. So this is ones and fours. This is 45. So this is 9 into 180 and 9 into 5. 5 ones and 5, 36. 36 plus 4 is 40. 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 means option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Next question. Question number 42. 12 square 144. 12 square is 144. 29 square 841 minus 425 plus 655. 425 plus 655. This is, I think, 1080 divided by 216 is equals to how much? 216. This is 5. 144 plus 841. This is 885. Sorry, 985. 144 plus 841. This is 985 minus 5. This gives us 980. 980 means option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Next question. Now 3875 divided by 5 cube. 5 cube means 125 is equals to x minus 24 square divided by 48. So 24 into 24 divided by 48. 24 ones and 24 twos, 2 ones and 2 12s. 125 ones and 125. This is 24 plus 7. 24 plus 7 is 31. 31. So x will be equals to 31 plus 12. 31 plus 12 will be 43. 43 means Option E is the correct answer. Option E will be our correct answer. Next question. Question number 44. Question number 44. What do we have here? 2512 minus x. 2512 minus x divided by 1369. Now 1369 means 37 is equals to 729 minus 139 minus 90 divided by 10. 729 minus 139 minus 9. 139 and 90 means 229. 729 minus 229 means 500. 500 by 10 means this entire portion is how much? This entire portion is 50. 50. So 50 into 37. 50 into 37 will be how much? 1850. So 2512 minus x is equals to 1850. 1850. So x will be how much? 2512 minus 1850. You can go with unit digit also. 2 minus 0 will be 2. Answer ending with 2 is option A. Option A, that is 662. 662. Next, question number 45. Question number 45. Percentage will cancel out two zeros. So 0, 0 gets cancelled. Percentage will cancel out two zeros. So 0, 0 will get cancelled. Next, 0 percentage and 0 gets cancelled. So x by 18 into 6 is equals to 32 into 6. 6 gets cancelled out. X is equals to 32 into 18. 32 into 18 is 576. Correct answer is option D. Option D is the right answer. Next question. Question number 46. Question number 46 is a DI. Question number 46 is a DI, and this DI is a data table. Data table showing different companies and the number of order received by all these different companies in 4 years. So what is the question? First question 46. First question 46. First question 46. 46 is saying find the average of number of orders received by all companies in 2016. 2016, what is the average? So 2000, 2000, 2000, everywhere it is 2000. 2000 into 5 is 10,000. Next 10,500, 10,500 plus 250 and 450. This is 700. So this is 11,250. So total comes out to be 11250 divided by how many? 5 companies. 5. So 11250 divided by 5 will give us 2250. 2250 means our correct answer will be option A. Option A is our correct answer. Next question. Find the ratio of total orders received by Flipkart and Myntra together in 2017 and total orders received by the same companies in 2018. So we are talking about Flipkart and Myntra 2017. This is 4700 divided by in 2018. 2018 again 350, 150. This is 500. So we have 4500. So as soon as we see 4700, we can directly say option B is the correct answer because 47 is a prime number, it cannot be further cancelled. So 47 is to 45. Option B is our correct answer. Next question. Question number 48. The total number of orders received from Flipkart, Myntra and Paytm together in 2016 is approximately what percentage of number of orders received by Amazon in the same year? Number of orders received by Amazon in the same year. So Flipkart, Myntra and Paytm. Flipkart, Myntra and Paytm 2016. 2250 and 2450. This is 4700 plus 2000. This is 6700. What percentage of the number of orders received by Amazon in the same year? Amazon in 2016 is receiving 2500. So divide it. So zeros will get cancelled out. So 25 and 670. 25 and 670 means how much it is? I'll cancel out with 5. 5 fives, and this is 5 13s, 40. Again 5. This is 2. 34 means 6. 40 means 8. 268. 268 percentage. Correct answer will be option C. Option C, that is 268 percentage. Option C, that is 268 percentage. Next question. Question number 49. Find the average of total number of orders received by Jabong in all years. Total of Jabong 2000, 2000, 2000 and 2000. Total is 8000. 8600, 8000, 9050 plus 50. 9100 plus 200. 9300 divided by 4. Divided by 4. How much is this divided by 4? 2325. 2325. That is our option C. Option C will be the correct answer. Next question. Question number 50. If out of the total number of orders received by Paytm in all years, 25% got cancelled due to certain reasons. How many successful orders were delivered? How many orders were successfully delivered? So first I will calculate how much is the total of Paytm. 2000, 2000, 2000 and 2000. So 8000. 8000, 800, 400 and 200. 1400. 8000 plus 1400 is 9400. In this 25% got cancelled. That means 75% was delivered. 75% means 3/4. So 3 by 4 into 9400. This is 4 ones and 4, 2350. 3 into 2350. This is 7050. 7050. Option D is our correct answer. Option D is our correct answer. So one more pie chart, one more DI we have here. This DI is a line graph. Line graph showing 5 different products, labor, raw material and their overhead charges. So if I'll observe now, if I'll take little bit of time and observe, the question here is saying the data given below shows the requirement in producing 1 unit of several products. The raw material given in kg. Raw material, that is our blue line. This is given in kg. And unit of labor tells the number of workers. So this yellow orange line, this is telling us how many workers are there. Next. Overhead shows the price of rupees required to manufacture 1 unit of the particular product. So what else is the information that is given? That whatever raw material is there per kg, it is 25 rupees, and whatever wages are there, orange line, that is per person it is 35 rupees. Per person it is 35 rupees. So let us come to the question. What is this question asking? Find out the cost price of producing product A, how much it will take. Product A, how much it will take in the sense, just a second. Product A, how much it will take? Raw material cost. Raw material is for A is how much? 6. So this is 6 into 25. That is 150. Labor cost how much? 5 into 35. That is how much? 175. And overhead cost is how much? 2.5. Total is how much? 150 plus 150, 300 and 37.5. So 327, sorry, 327.5. 327.5 means our correct option will be option D. Option D will be our correct answer. Next question. Question number 52. Question number 52. Now again, what is this question asking? Find the profit made by selling product B for rupees 200. That means I have to find out the cost price of B. I have to find out the cost price of B. B, how much it is? Raw material is 3 kgs, so 3 into 25. Labor is also 3, so 3 into 35. So 3 if I take common, this will be how much? 3 into 60. 3 into 60 is 180. And our overhead cost. Overhead cost is how much? 1 rupee. Overhead cost is 1 rupee. And they are selling it for how much? 200. So 181 and 200 difference is how much? 19 rupees. Profit made is 19 rupees. Option C is our correct answer. Option C is our correct answer. Next question. Question number 53. Question number 53. Question asking, find the ratio of cost price of D and E if there is no overhead cost. Cost price of D and E. So D by E. How much is D by E? Let me make it this way. D by E. How much is this D by E? D by E means D is how much? Raw material. Raw material is 4 kgs. So 4 into 25 plus labor is 2. So 2 into 35. What about E? Raw material is 5 kgs. 5 into 25. Labor is 3. 3 into 35. So first 100 plus 70. 170 divided by 125 plus 105. This is 230. 0 gets cancelled. 17 is to 23. Option C is our correct answer. Option C is our correct answer. Next question, question number 54. Question number 54. Just a second. Question number 54. What is this question saying? Find the amount seller receive on selling 4 units of product C at 10%. 4 units of product C at 10% means first let us find out how much is the selling price of 1 unit of product C. Okay, 1 unit of product C. So product C, raw material is 3 kgs. So 3 into 25, 75. Product C, labor is 2. 2 means 2 into 35. 2 into 35 is 70. And overhead is 0.5. Overhead is 0.5. So 70 plus 75, 145 plus 0.5. This is 145.5. This is for one item. If I am selling 4 items, into 4. Into 4 means how much? This is 400 plus 180 plus 2. So this will come out to be 582. 10% profit means add 10%. 10% means 58.2. 58.2 means 0.20. This is 9 plus 5, 14 and 6. 640.2. Option B will be our correct answer. Option B will be our correct answer. Next question. Question number 55. Question number 55. What is the question asking? Find the difference between cost price of product A and product C. Cost price of product A and product C. Very simple. We'll calculate it here. Product A. How much is product A costing? We already calculated for product A in the first question. How much it was? 150 plus 175 plus 2.5. This came out to be 327.5. This was what we calculated in the first question. Now let us calculate for product C. Product C also we have already calculated, but let us again calculate it, or whatever we have calculated in the previous question that we can utilize here. Previous question what we calculated, product C, this was for A, and C what we calculated 145.5. Now what is the difference? Difference here comes out to be how much? 182. 182 is the difference. So correct answer will be option D. Option D is the right answer. Next question. Question number 56. Question number 56. Train A and B of equal lengths of 120 meters are moving towards a 300-meter long tunnel. Now train B enters tunnel after 30 seconds, while train A entered the tunnel. Next, train A crosses the tunnel in 1 minute. If both of them leave the tunnel at the same time, so this is what is important. Both of them leave the tunnel at the same time means A is taking how much time to cross? 60 seconds. B is taking how much time to cross? 30 seconds. That's it. Once I know this, question can be easily solved because length of train B is how much? 120 meters. Tunnel length is how much? 300 meters. So total length will be how much? 420 meters divided by time. Time is how much? 30 seconds. 420 by 30 means how much? 14 meters per second. Speed of train wave will be 14 meters per second. Next question. The difference between compound interest and simple interest on a sum for 2 years at 10%. The difference between compound interest and simple interest on a sum for 2 years at 10% per annum. When the interest compounded annually is 25. If the interest were compounded half yearly, the difference in two interest would be how much? Then the difference would be how much? The difference between compound and simple interest on a sum of 2 years at 10% when the interest is compounded annually is 25. Now 10%, if you calculate simple interest for 2 years, how much you'll get? 20%. Compound interest will be how much? 21%. Difference will be how much? 1%. 1% is how much? 25. That means I can find out 100%. 100% will be how much? 2500. 100% will be 2500. Now, if the interest were calculated half yearly, the difference in two interests would be how much? Now, half yearly means rate of interest will be how much? 5%. 5%. Again, simple interest for that 4 times will be how much? 20%. Compound interest when compounded half yearly in the 2 years. In the 2 years, it will be how much? 21.55. Difference of simple and compound interest is again 1.55 percentage of 2500. So percentage will cancel out two zeros. Percentage will cancel out two zeros. That means 1.55 into 25. 1.55 into 25 approximately. So 1 is already 25, 0.5 is 12.5. So 25 plus 12.5 plus again 1.25. So approximately this will come out to be more than 38. More than 38. Slightly more than 38. That is our option A. Option A is our correct answer. Option A is our correct answer. Next question. Question number 58. Question number 58. What is this question saying? Prashant, Ashish and Yash jointly started a business. Prashant would invest 9750 for 4 months. Ashish would invest 7000 for 6 months and Yash would invest 7500 for 4 months. If the total profit earned at the end of the year was 7030, find out the profit share of Ashish. So first of all, find out the profit ratio. Profit received by Prashant to profit received by Prashant to profit received by Ashish to profit received by Yash. How much is this? 9750 into 4. This is 7000 into 6. And this is 7500 into 4. With 0 getting cancelled everywhere. With 0 getting cancelled everywhere. What do I have? 975 into 4. So this is 3900, 4200, and this is 3000. Again, two zeros will get cancelled out everywhere. So 13 is to 14 is to 10. 13 is to 14 is to 10. Total 13 plus 14, 27. 27 plus 10, 37. So 37 parts is equals to 7030. What is asked? Find out the profit of Ashish. Ashish means 14 parts. 14 parts is how much? 37, how much will be 7030? 37, how much will be 7030? 37 into 19. 37 into 19. Is it 19? Let us check. Or let us cross multiply. 14 into 7030 divided by 37. 37. So this is 370 less than 7400. 370 less means 20, 200. So 190. So 14 into 190, not 190, or 37 ones, 19s, 190. 14 into 190. 14 into 190, how much will be 14 into 190? 14 into 19, how much will be 14 into 19? 19 tens is 190, 19 fours is 76. So this is 266 followed by 0. 2660. 2660 is your option C. Option C will be your correct answer. Option C will be your correct answer. Next question. Question number 59. Question number 59. What is this question saying? The shopkeeper sells 3/4 of the chocolates at a profit of 15%. 3/4 of the chocolate at a profit of 15% and remaining at a loss of 10%. So if the total profit is given, what is the total cost price? So 3/4 sold at 15% profit, remaining 1/4 sold at 10% loss. So 45 minus 10, how much is this? 35 by 4 percentage. This is the profit. This is equals to how much? 2450. 2450. What we have to find out? Cost price. Cost price means how much? 100%. How much is 100%? So either we can cross multiply or we can find out how much is 1%. So if I want to cross multiply, I'll get how much? 100 into 2450 divided by 35 by 4. So I have 35 and this is 4. So 35 ones and 35 70s. So 4 into 70. 4 into 7. 28 followed by 3 zeros. 28,000. 28,000 means option D is our correct answer. Option D is our correct answer. Next question number 60. Question number 60. A shopkeeper gives 10% discount on the market price of an article and gives one article free on buying 5 articles. Still he gains 25 percentage. Still he gains 25 percentage. So if I'll observe that cost price to market price ratio, cost price to market price ratio. How will I find out this cost price to market price ratio? Because that is what is asked. The market price is how much percentage more than the cost price. How will I find out? A shopkeeper gives 10% discount. No? Shopkeeper gives 10% discount. And one article is given for free on buying 5 articles. On buying 5 articles. So 5 articles, if I say one article is 100, one article is 100, his MRP would be how much? He is buying 500 plus one article free, that is 600. 600 rupees is the total MRP that is buying, but one article is free, so remove 100. For that 500, how much he is paying? He is paying 10% less. That means he is paying only 450. 450 means he is actually getting a discount of how much? One fourth. One fourth means how much? 25%. Okay. Actually, the market price of one article, if it is 100, he is buying 5 articles, but the actual market price, that means 600 rupees is what he should actually pay. One item is free, so rest is 500. In that 500 he should be paying 10% discount. That means he should be paying only 450. So actually he got 25% discount. Now cost price to market price, if I want to take out the ratio, 100 minus discount, 100 minus 25, 100 minus 25 will be 75% divided by 100 plus profit. This is 125%. 125% means this is 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Market price is how much percentage more than the cost price? How much percentage more means this is how much? 2 divided by cost price is 3. 2 by 3 means how much? 16. 2 by 3 means 2 by 3 will be how much? 66. 2 by 3%. 66 2 by 3% means option C would be the correct answer. Option C would be the correct answer. So this portion is important because the discount is not 10% actually, because he is giving free of cost one article. One article is given free of cost. His actual discount comes out to be 25%. His actual discount comes out to be 25%. Option C is the correct answer here. Next question. Question number 61. Question number 61. We have number series here, wrong number series. Wrong number series means let us write down the numbers first. Let me zoom it first. So we have 66, 36, 18, 10, 6, 4 and 3. So 66 to 36, there is nothing I am observing. So what we can do is we can go for difference. If I will go for difference, this difference is how much? This is 30, this is 18, and this difference is 8. Next difference is 4, next difference is 2, and next difference is 1. So if I observe from right to left, 1, 2, 4, 8, so this is just getting doubled. 8 means this should be how much? 16. 16 means this should be how much? 32. So in between two wrong calculations, one wrong number will be always there. That means 18 plus 16. 18 plus 16 means 36 is a wrong number. It should be 34. 34 plus 32 is 66. So correct answer will be our 36. 36 is the wrong number. Next question. Next question. 8, 2, 1, 0.75, 0.75 and 1.5. Whenever I'll have 0.75, 0.75, it is definitely a multiplication of 1. Most commonly, you will see definitely multiplication of 1. Okay. From 0.75 to 1.5, you will see some multiplication like into 2. So let us check here what is happening. 8 to 2, this is multiplication of 0.25. 2 to 1, 0.5, 1 to 0.75, 0.75. So 0.75 to 1.5. This should be how much? 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1. So this should be into 1.25 into 1.25. But what is actually happening? It is getting doubled. Doubled means this 1.5 is a wrong number. 1.5 is a wrong number. Option E is the correct answer. Next question. 35, 99, 195, 323, 483, and next is 685. 685. So what we have here? 35, 99, 195 and all these numbers. So if I observe, 35 is nothing but 36 minus 1, 100 minus 1. This is 196 minus 1, 324 minus 1. So these are squares minus 1. So this is 6 square minus 1. This is 10 square minus 1. This is 14 square minus 1. And this is 18 square minus 1. This is 22 square minus 1. And this is not a square minus 1. 6, 10, 14, 18, 22. This should be 26 square minus 1. 26 square minus 1 will be 675. So that means our correct answer, correct option will be option A. Next, 100, 126, 176, 262, 397, 596. Nothing can be observed. If I go for the difference, what is this difference that I can observe here? This difference is 26. This difference is 50. Next, this difference is 176 to 262. 62 plus 24. This is 86. Next, this difference 138 minus 3. 135. Again difference 397 to 596. So this will be 199. 199 is the difference. If I go for one more level of difference, 135 to 199, this is 64. 86 to 135, 49. 50 to 86, 50 to 86 is 36. And 26 to 50, this is 24. But again, if I observe, this is 8 square, 7 square, 6 square. So this should be 5 square. 5 square means 25. 50 minus 25 means this should be 25. 25 means this should be 101. 101 means the correct answer will be option B. Option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next question. Question number 65. Question number 65. 1, 5, 13, 40, 85. Next is 257. 257. So if I observe 13 3 is 40. What I'm trying to say is not 40. 13 3 is 39. Nearest is 40. 40 into 2. Again 80. Nearest is 85. 85 into 3. 255. Nearest is 255. So into 2 into 3 is going on. 5 into 2. Right. So I'll start here with 3. 1 into 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 into 2. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 into 3. 13 into 3 is 39 plus how much? 1. Next 40 into 2. 40 into 2 plus 5. Again this is 85 into 3 plus 2. So if I observe into 3 plus 2 into 2 plus 3, again I am getting into 3 plus 2. That means this has to be actually 2. That will make this number how much? 41. This is 41. 41 into 2. 82. 82 plus 3. So all the logic is correct, but our wrong number is 40. Our wrong number would be 40. Option D is the correct answer.